SVG-TV news headlines sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
In the headlines, close to 100 local medical practitioners said to be closer to receiving the green light to prescribe or dispense medicinal cannabis. BVI honors first premiere with holiday and state funeral. Britain goes to the polls tomorrow in high-stakes election. And in sports, Cricket West Indies to pay outstanding monies owed to staff and players this month end. These and other stories coming up in SVG-TV's Evening News and Sports.
That was the news headline sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
Good evening and welcome to the SVG-TV News and Sports for Wednesday, December 11th. I'm Khalil Kato with the details. Close to 100 local medical professionals are said to be closer to receiving the green light, which will allow them to prescribe or dispense medicinal cannabis here in SVG. This is according to the SVG Medicinal Cannabis Authority, which noted in a news release that a series of training sessions were held with the medical professionals, including doctors, veterinarians, dentists, pharmacists, as well as technicians from each specialty. The MCA said the medical professionals received training in the safe and effective use of medicinal cannabis in accordance with international best practice and the laws of SVG. The participants were also appraised of recent developments in the global cannabis industry and proposed anti-drug campaigns that will soon be implemented by the government of this country. The main sections of the training sessions were delivered by overseas consultants with years of experience in the use of cannabis to treat patients with a variety of illnesses. The MCA further noted that at the end of each session, participants were awarded certificates of training, which can be used during the authorization process to allow them to prescribe or dispense medicinal cannabis to qualifying patients. The Public Health Department is currently engaged in a series of training workshops to build the capacity of employees to carry out their work more effectively. During the Christmas season, environment health officers are usually out in full, performing checks to ensure that the quality of meat on sale nationwide is fit for human consumption. At one of the workshops today, the officers were provided with a theoretical platform on how to detect the various conditions which affect the quality of meat and meat products. Health officer attached to the Kingstown port, Lennox Doyle, said such training will help the officers to be more effective to deal with current and future issues which can affect the nation's health.
Programs are very vital in terms of education to the general public. Once the public realize that we are educated and we know what we are doing, through this program, it builds confidence. Our department could only get better through these forums where we have education, passing our knowledge among ourselves, because things change as we develop. We have emerging diseases that may affect us naturally, or we may have common diseases that we see, but sometimes we need to be engaged in such a way that we will not miss any. So our expertise going out there to make sure that the meat that are offered to the general public is one that will not deteriorate health, but will promote health and safety generally in St. Louis and the Grenadines. So the general public depend on us as inspectors to do a very good job. These sessions can only make us better.
The facilitator and environmental health officer attached to the Argyle International Airport, AIA, Cecil Smith, said the training allows for uniformity in meat inspection practices.
Now today what we are trying to do is to have everybody on the same page, making the same decision. So meat that is inspected in the furthest end of the country can receive the same treatment as meat that is inspected anywhere else in the country. Today, we are going to cover some basic topics on meat inspection that is very common to our inspection practice. We are looking at things today like bruises, tuberculosis, foot and mouth disease. That is not common here, but from time to time we keep hearing about it. In other countries that may very well reach us if we do not pay attention to it. So we are trying to inform officers as to what they are. We have other diseases and conditions in meat inspection that we encounter daily. So we are trying to have those highlighted and have a common understanding of how they are caused and what decisions to make.
Another environmental health officer, Ralph Williams, said their role is crucial to ensure food safety, and he is delighted for the opportunity to learn from more experienced officers.
And if I could put it in local jargon, sing from the same song sheet when we're doing our inspection for meat, especially during this busy time when people do a lot of slaughtering. And I've benefited greatly. There is a lot of things that I was not exposed to. You may just have the theory, but there are certain key things that the older officers impart today, especially the older officers, the most senior officers impart today that I was not aware of. So I really benefit greatly. I know I could kind of go out and be more confident in really carrying out the duty, in particular the inspection of meat, to detect, because it's very significant that you really detect disease, because you don't want these things to be passed and end up on a shelf and end up in somebody's kitchen, okay, to be consumed, and it have defect. So it's important. It's very, very important to me.
Meanwhile, the environmental health officer is encouraging the public to ensure they purchase meat from reputable butchers. Williams said while the department will be doing its part during the season to ensure meat and meat products are safe for consumption, the public must also be proactive.
By the public health department. And how do you know that? You buy from reputable source. Okay, and then when you go to purchase meat, you look for, the person must be certified. They must have a display of a certificate. Okay, the person who is selling the meat must have the display of a public health certification. Okay. You have to, we are your watchdog to look out for you, but you have a part to play also. You have a part to play in that for your own interests, you should be looking and scrutinizing certain things. So one of the important things is ensure that you see a certificate, and then you know that the person has been certified by the health department.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines has established diplomatic ties with the South African country of Namibia. SVG's ambassador to Cuba, Ellsworth John, and Namibia's ambassador to Havana, Samuel Hendrik Goagoseb, signed a joint communique establishing formal ties on December 5th. A press release said both ambassadors spoke about the importance of building not only linkages between the two countries, but also between Africa and the Caribbean. The two ambassadors also pledged to begin working on a technical cooperation agreement between the two countries, which would include cultural and educational exchanges. Goa Goseb is designated as non-resident ambassador for Namibia to SVG and is expected to present his credentials to Governor General Susan Duggan in Kingstown soon. The Logos Hope, the world's largest floating book ship, is expected to arrive in Port Kingstown this coming Friday, December 13th. It will open to the general public on Saturday, the 14th, following an official opening ceremony, which is expected to begin at 9:20 a.m. and conclude at 12 midday. The 400 crew members will be spending their Christmas in SVG. Project coordinator of Logos Hope SVG, Gino Borst, said they will be hosting a special Christmas show on December 22nd, which the Vincentian public is invited to.
Excited to be part of the Christmas celebration here. As well, we're gonna have a focus on a show. It's called Around the World Christmas, and this is gonna happen on the 22nd. And basically it's gonna showcase how we celebrate Christmas around the world in different countries. And we really want you guys to just come out. We have tickets available at Nightingale Bookstore in Kingstown, so go grab your tickets fast before they go, because this show is gonna be very exciting.
40 Vincentian volunteers have been recruited to help on the Logos Hope for the 2 weeks that it would be docked at Port Kingstown. Sarah Sukchan, who is another local coordinator for the Logos Hope visit, said while in the state, the crew members will be engaged in a number of community-based activities.
We are really excited to send a few teams to Beckway because we figured that, you know, the ship can't go, but we can take a little bit of the ship's experiences to them. And so we will be sending a team every weekend. So every Saturday and Sunday while the ship is here. So that is the 14th and 15th of December, as well as the 21st and 22nd of December. At Julie's Guest House, we will have a mini book fair. On the mainland, we will be doing several community projects. We will be sending teams to the prisons. We will be sending teams even to a preschool that will still be open while the ship will be in port, because school closes before, so we're not able to do schools this time. We'll also be doing some youth groups and also some eyeglass testing in different communities and some painting projects as well.
The Logos Hope coordinators anticipate a great Christmas season for the floating book fair as they encourage Vincentians to visit the ship during its time here for the experience for a small fee.
Events that you really want to be part of. We even have a kids event from the 18th and the 19th. You can go buy some tickets. As well, we will have the famous theater show Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe that everybody loves and is always sold out. So you better go get your ticket now. And please, you don't want to miss Christmas Around the World on the 22nd. Only 10 easy.
However, we are closed on Mondays, and we'll also close for Christmas on the 24th and 25th of December. The opening times, well, on the first day, we will be opening half day, so from 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. The weekdays, we will be open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah. And also on Sundays from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Sandy Bay Government School captures 2019 Christmas Festival for the 7th consecutive year. This and more on the local scene when we return after these messages. Stay tuned.
News sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk, and talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
C-Star Limited is now located on the 3rd floor of the First St. Vincent Bank building. They have extended their range of products to furniture, including patio sets, closets, shoe casing, beds and mattresses, TV cabinets, and kitchen cupboards, just to name a few of their luxurious pieces, all at unbelievable prices. Don't just take my word for it. Check them out upstairs the First St. Vincent Bank building. Don't forget, they still have the best in windows, doors, burglar bars, rails, and vanities. C-Star Limited, where quality and style is our motto.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of. one that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones. And that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We are constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction, and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, the management and staff of Century Insurance, we want to wish all of our clients, our agents, our colleagues, our supporters in the industry a very Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year. We want to say thank you for the support, thank you for your business. Without you, we will have no company. God bless you and have a prosperous New Year.
Merry Christmas, St. Vincent and the Grenadines from Century Insurance.
Breaking news! The greatest tile sale in the history of St. Vincent is back. With more, here's Thin Sentiment Rowdy Face.
Thanks, Juan. Yes, free tiles for Christmas is back at Island Style Interiors, and there's real excitement in the air. Get this, buy 100 tiles at the regular price and get up to the next 25 tiles absolutely free.
Wow, that is a great deal.
Sure is, Juan. My wife's making me buy tiles right now before they sell out.
Vincent? Oh well, this is Juan Cool Guy signing off and heading to Island Style in Arnos Vale for free tiles! Wait for me! Yay!
It starts with a sacred tree, found only on Africa's southern plains, where the sun ripens the wild marula fruit. A soft breeze carries its exotic scent, inviting our trusted advisors to taste. It's this fruit that we double distill and craft to create our naturally superior cream liqueur. Amarula Cream, the spirit of Africa. Africa's most globally awarded cream liqueur.
Kidney disease is a growing concern around the world and here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Chronic kidney disease is a life-threatening condition which occurs when a person's kidneys are no longer able to clean the toxins and waste products from the blood or perform other kidney functions normally. When this happens, a person needs dialysis. Dialysis is where a machine takes over the function of the kidney and safely removes the poisonous waste from the blood. Since 2012, Health Solutions Inc. has operated a full-service hemodialysis facility in SVG that offers state-of-the-art equipment, courteous, well-trained staff, and a comfortable treatment environment.
We're encouraging for early detection. Anyone who is either diabetic or hypertensive and has any questions or concerns, please contact us at 784-451-2836 or visit us at www.healthsolutionsSVG.org.
Tis the season for spreading love, cheer, and Christmas at Carreras Pharmacies. We've got gift sets, beauty products, perfumes, and colognes, household items, the best liquor, cards, gift wrapping paper, decorations, and they have so many cool toys! Wow! Yes, we even have toys, and kids get a chance to win their dream toy in our Kids Wishing Well. Avoid the hustle and bustle and get everything you need for the season at Carreras City Store, because Christmas is at Carreras Pharmacies.
This holiday season, it's the perfect time of the year to spend with the ones you love and show them exactly how you feel. Making the most of the season. So where do you find all you need to make this season the best one ever? It's Quartz, actually. Bringing value home.
Welcome back. For the 7th consecutive year, the Sandy Bay Government School emerged the winner of the 2019 Primary Schools Christmas Festival. 17 schools participated in the event held earlier today. Larissa Pugsley-Kidd tells us more in this report.
It was a showdown between the participating primary schools today in the 2019 Schools Christmas Festival. However, Sandy Bay Government School again stood out from the rest, capturing the title for the 7th consecutive year and took home the Festus Tony Challenge Cup. The second place position was taken by the Turuma Government School and in third place, Fairhall Government School. The schools were also judged for Best Instrumental, which was won by the South Rivers Methodist School. Best Dance Piece went to the Turuma Government School. Best Test Piece, Sandy Bay Government School. Best Choral Speech, Beckway Anglican School. And the Sandy Bay Government School took awards for Best Local and Sound. Joel Tony, brother of Festus Tony, under whose name the Challenge Cup was named, presented the Sandy Bay Government School with the winning trophy today.
And I spoke to the teacher at Sandy Bay, and I said, please tell me what is the formula that you are using. She said, Mr. Tony, it's a simple formula. Practice, practice, practice. And what does she mean by that? Every day, throughout the year, after this celebration, Sandy Bay obtains the test piece and they begin practicing.
Tony challenged all the schools to return next year with the aim to stop the winning streak of the Sandy Bay Government School.
To win the Challenge Trophy is not a one day, when you perform here, event. It is during the year. Practice, practice, practice. And the education officers who conduct this trophy, I hope, can send to each of the schools that if you wish to win the Challenge Trophy, you have to practice.
The Primary Schools Christmas Festival is an annual event hosted by the Ministry of Education through its music department. The festival is held to promote performing arts in schools.
Music plays, Christ Savior is born. Don't be happy, boy.
14 choirs will seek to dethrone the 2018 Senior Champs Firebusters, while the Sandy Bay Police Youth Club Carolers will seek to defend their 2018 crown against 7 other choirs in the junior category of this year's Police Christmas Caroling Contest. This takes place this Friday at the Central Police Station, commencing at 7 p.m. under the theme, A Joyous Evening of Caroling and Entertainment. The organizers say the aims of the contest are to nurture the creative abilities of members of the force, to foster and enhance team spirit among members, strengthen relations with the public, and assist in building a celebratory atmosphere during the festive season. BVI honors first premiere with holiday and state funeral. We have this from the regional scene when we come back.
That was a local news segment.
The Everready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs, and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Everready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Everready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Everready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
Juicy, juicy, drink today. Juicy, juicy, same great taste. Juicy, juicy, the original drink. It's a Vinci Tang. Get your red and banana, pineapple, juicy cola, orange or apple. Juicy for you and for your neighbor. It's a Vinci Tang. Enjoy it juicy, the original Vinci Tang. Juicy.
'Tis the season to wish one another joy, love, and peace.
Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a New Year full of blessings.
Best wishes from our directors, management, and staff at Quick Cash Corp. Merry Christmas.
Oh God, you have a gift for me?
Este es un regalo. Todo este gran regalo.
Is it a car?
To open this gift, just give that phone a little shake.
Shake it, that's right.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How?
Okay, do yourself well.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up. Start the day. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. For Republic Bank, that reason is you. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Vallejo Experience. We cater for all of your psychological needs. We promote holistic wellness, balancing the mind, body, and spirit. I am Dr. Giselle Miller, CEO and founder of the Vallejo Experience. Contact us today. We are willing and ready to serve you.
It's 12 days of amazing deals this Christmas at Quartz Optical. Get different offers on chic and fabulous styles every week when you shop. Get Prada, Lacoste, Michael Kors, Toscana, Carolina Herrera, Converse, and much more. And with Ready Finance, you'll get it today and pay absolutely nothing until March 2020. It's 12 days of amazing deals this Christmas. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Special conditions apply.
The regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
The festive holiday joy is flowing early this year. Have yourself a merry little Massey Christmas. Enter with every $50 spent and you can win amazing prizes such as a luxurious, comfortable, and ultimately relaxing cruise for two with all-inclusive paid flight. Set sail to explore and discover the beautiful gems of the Caribbean, one island at a time. Bon voyage and travel in style and sophistication aboard a majestic cruise of a lifetime. And wait, there's more. This Christmas, exciting prizes such as a shopping spree with the value of $500. But don't worry, consolation prizes include weekly ham and turkey giveaways. Check out our Facebook page for more chances to win. See press and in store for more details. Happy holidays from Massey Stores. Our family serving your family.
Welcome back. In our news from the region, we hear that hundreds of residents of Virgin Gorda, Anegada, Jos Van Dyke, and Tortola paid their last respects on Tuesday to the British Virgin Islands' first Premier, Ralph O'Neill, Officer of the Order of the British Empire and Member Emeritus, as he laid in state at the House of Assembly in Roadtown. It marked the second day that O'Neill, who died on November 11th at 85, laid in state. He was buried today on Virgin Gorda following a state funeral. Here's more in this report.
These are some solemn times in the British Virgin Islands, where a grateful people are pausing to pay their respect to one of their modern-day political powerhouses.
Because he has left a legacy.
Over the last 2 days, thousands filed through the House of Assembly in Roadtown in one final salute to the late Ralph T. O'Neill, who served on 2 separate occasions for a total of 12 years as a national leader. He had served as a representative for 40 years. Over the past 2 days, after a somber journey through the streets, his remains were brought to the House of Assembly as it officially lay in state. The former premier died a month ago at the age of 85. People from all walks of life, one-time supporters and opponents, all for once united in grief and shared respect. Current Premier Andrew Foy began his career under O'Neill as a 28-year-old. 2 decades later, he leads his party and sits in the Premier's chair. The connection and the bond, obvious as he stood taking one final look at his mentor.
He has done a lot for the territory. He has guided us through some turbulent times. I remember that he took over in 1995 through the sudden death of the late but great also H.L. Stout, and he was able to carry the ship through those turbulent times.
Opposition leader Marlon Penn may belong to another party, but he shares equal respect to the man many now say transcended times and labels.
Means so much to this territory. He was the first premier, he was chief minister, he did so many things. He long served as a member. I think he served for over 40 years. And for me, it was a privilege and a pleasure serving with him 2011 to 2015. I learned a tremendous amount from him.
On Wednesday, a funeral procession will snake through the streets of Road Town from 9 a.m. His remains being taken for one last symbolic journey from government headquarters past the House of Assembly and then onto the sports complex for the final service.
The Jamaica government was forced to withdraw a motion yesterday to extend the state of emergency, now in effect, for another 90 days. The opposition said it would only support a 30-day extension. As such, the state of emergency will end on February 18, 2020, unless further extended. Here's more.
It was the same debate again, to extend or not to extend. This time in justifying the push for an extension of the states of emergency in several parishes across the island, Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang pointed to the period in early 2019 when there was a break in the SOE. He says the crime-fighting effort lost grounds because of that discontinuation.
As in the case with St. James, when a discontinuation of the state of public emergency on the 31st of January 2019 subsequently resulted in a resurgence of violent crime and gang activity which is currently being experienced in the parish. So speak as of 25th November 2019, the chair parish here have collectively recorded the following. A total of 2,335 persons were detained, of which 2,181 were released.
He says the others were charged with varying crimes, including murder. He says 85 firearms and 4,299 rounds of ammunition were also recovered, and there was a greater trust in the police because of the measure. However, the opposition did not see it that way. Opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips started the response, insisting that the states of emergency have had very little effect on whether crime goes up or down. He noted that despite the state of emergency, there were